What up, folks? This your boy Dino, aka Your Solid Five,
And Nikki T, Berry Creep,
and we are the Boo
the Boo
Crew coming
Crew.
at you. Ooh, I'm so scared.
Ooh,
So, this week we are doing Don't Look Away.
2023, directed and written by Michael Bafaro and Michael Mitten.
Which
Um,
plays Jonah.
yeah. As Michael B he's known for making movies such as The Barber, 1111, Flu, Embedded, and Michael M. This is interesting. Michael M. is known for making movies such as 5G, The Reckoning, Bulletproof, Amber's Descent, but he also has acted in all those movies he's made, along with this one.
Yeah, I saw that on when I was watching like on Prime, you could look at the fucking IMDb thing on top.
Yeah,
Uh, I was like, oh, okay. I noticed that he like played in all his films. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
all right.
Every movie that he's written or something like that, he's played in every single fucking one of them.
I don't know, man. I would too if I if I was in some kind of series or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
why not? If you got the
yeah,
power.
yeah. Why not? Yeah, exactly.
All right, folks, this is a doozy.
Something else.
Yeah, so we pan over New Jersey nighttime. We got an 18-wheeler headed to direction.
Unknown drop off.
Uh-huh. Unknown location. And all of a sudden we got hijackers, stopping the truck. Happens really fast. They knock out the driver. Um and they don't even know what they're stealing, right? They're just like grabbing whatever's on the truck, right?
This is just yeah. This is it's a guy driving a truck. He gets mugged by these fucking three guys. He go in there. Still, they don't know. Yeah, they think there's gonna be goodies in there. Turns out there's a crate. That's it. That's all it is. One crate.
One
Yeah,
crate far back of the truck.
yeah. And what
Two,
happened?
two, two of the guys, Scooby Doo inside of it, and check it out. And all there is they open the crate. There's just a sheet covering
A fucking
something
mannequin. That's all it is.
mannequin. And I don't know, man. What did you feel about this mannequin?
It was just weird looking, dude. It was
Yeah,
weird. It was the face. It was just the face. The face was fucking weird. But I mean, like they did a good job. I like the mannequin, because
yeah.
like it was just a strange looking mannequin. It's just fucking. It was just stupid.
There's definitely some angles to the mannequin where I was like, okay, I like the way the mannequin looks, Um,
This fucking mannequin was too much, dude.
yeah, well, because of the eyes, especially because like the sunken eyes,
Yeah,
from far away it was creepy, right?
yeah.
So,
I just know this mannequin took a lot of shit personal. I can tell you that.
right,
He
he's
took hell
pissed that
shit
he woke
personal.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so the fucking
They,
the go
they
ahead.
open up the crate, and then the truck doors slam closed, and all you hear is screams, screams, screams. Guy opens it back up. His friends are boom, both dead.
Both dead.
And then what's behind him? The fucking mannequin. All of a sudden,
Just teleporting everywhere. He's in God mode already, dude.
dude, yeah, I know. He just won't stop, man.
Activated God mode, dude. Hell yeah. I wish I could do
Yeah,
that. Uh, so he's all of a sudden the mannequin. I'm gonna start calling him Manny because the mannequin just sounds too long. So Manny just starts going on a rampage, stalking whoever's there. Kills off the third guy, and then
the truck driver wakes up, and
he
he's
wakes up. He's spooked.
yeah, he runs off and immediately gets hit by a fucking car.
Gets hit by
And
Frankie.
I started laughing so fucking hard, dude, when I saw that. Because this shit was a little bit funny. I laughed. Like, he ran and got hit by a car, and I was like, what are the chances of that?
He
You
knows how to
know, like,
party. Yeah, one hell of a
I,
night.
yeah. And then boom, title screen pops up. Fucking don't look away. And like I'll give it this. Like, I did like how they kind of did like the lettering and the intro. Like, I like the feel of it was nice. It gave you like that kind of like retrospect horror movie intro vibe.
Yeah,
It's just they couldn't hold it. it's all together like that.
Yeah, it kept losing its like
It's kept,
scary, you know.
it kept losing its momentum.
Yeah, yeah. And then it tried to bring it back, you know, too many times
Yeah,
where it was just kind of laughable, you know.
it was like if the Juggernaut was running and tripped and just kept getting back up and tripping and kept getting back up and tripping and just never made it. That's how it
As long as you believe, right? No.
was.
So so we cut to Frankie getting home. She's distraught. She's like, you know, she's losing it. Of course, because she just ran over some random dude, right?
She's fucking traumatized for sure.
She's for sure like 100% like I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this headspace, traumatized. And then we got Stevie, the dipshit boyfriend,
Which
just
is creepy as fuck. When like he when he was like on that couch, I was like, I thought it was like her dad. I wrote down, I said, creepy dad on the couch. Hey, hon, how are you doing? And then I realized that fucking like, oh, this is a boyfriend. I thought that fucking
well,
he freaked me
and
out.
like the whole time he's like oblivious of like her reactions to everything, right? Like she looks like a zombie. She's like wandering around the house, like barely like interacting with like most things. She grabs a beer or whatever, but like you can just tell in her body language and the way she's like staring at things, like that something happened to her, right? And
Yeah,
this fool cannot like he just can't like he just can't like he doesn't
he
know
can't
what
grasp that. He
yeah,
can't grasp it. That's why.
and I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot. You know, like I don't know. Already I was like, this guy is stupid. Like
It's because he's so self-centered that he can't grasp the reality that his girl's in shock and she's all shooken up and traumatized out, and he don't get that, you know,
yeah, I just
because
can't read her.
why? Because he's a self-centered son of a bitch.
Yeah, and you see that later on in the film too, like when he
Oh,
talks and
he's
everything.
horrible.
It's bad. Um, so then we cut to the next scene where he's like, well, at first he's like, oh, you know, like I don't know, he kind of like no, he doesn't really do anything, right?
He
You
kind
know,
of it gets to a part where he ends up trying to comfort her, and he's like, I'll take some time off and blah 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 blah, you know, because they're talking about moving and this and that, you know,
yeah, like well, he's talking about the 5-year plan. He's like,
yeah.
you know, like oh,
But
we're
then
gonna move out, blah blah. Blah.
yeah, but then he says he's gonna take some time off and all this other shit, and then that's basically it, you know. And then
Yeah.
like she cries.
But it's yeah, well, the funny thing is like even before the like so he had to like she had to cry for him to be like, "Oh, like there's something wrong with you."
Yeah,
Like that was the only time in that entire conversation where he was like he finally registered that she's like in pain, you know?
yeah.
And I was like that took you that long to fucking realize that your girl's like in distress, you know? I
Yeah,
was like, "Why? How are you guys still together?" It doesn't make sense to me.
the
But
awkward silence wasn't enough, obviously.
clearly, yeah. And her just staring off into space and shit, like
Yeah,
drinking probably yeah, drinking beer and shit.
yeah.
Anyway.
Never got it.
The
Never clicked. Never registered.
So next scene is he's out of the house. He's doing whatever. She's trying to study for her exam to or her exit exam or whatever it is
Hmm.
to go to college, or to go to like a 4-year college, I guess, or masters or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
And she gets distracted with noises and stuff like that. That's the first
yeah.
part, right? She starts to hear
Well,
like random shit.
before she hears random shit in her house, it does have like a scene where there's a guy he gets a phone call talking about a shipment.
All right, the package, so the doorbell and the
Yeah,
package, yeah, and then
and he was like, you know, he's like talking about recovering the package. I don't care about the insurance. So you get like a little quick snip
oh
of
right, Victor.
of a little bit of background about the package and the mannequin, you know.
I don't give
So
a shit about insurance. Yeah.
yeah, and then it cuts into her hair and shit, you know. Doesn't she get a package first before she hears
Well,
it?
yeah, she gets a text message from Steve. He's like, "Hey, did the package arrive?" And she, well, because first she hears the doorbell, she doesn't see
Yeah.
anything, and then she looks at her phone, and then it's like, "There's a package." Oh, she looks down, boom, there is a package, and then she starts to hear shit in the house. So then she
Hmm.
starts to like freak out. You know, she's like, she can hear like creaking around the floor, around the house and shit. And then she gets another doorbell, but this time it's
It's a tow guy.
yeah, the tow guy, Hector's garage. Um, because Steve was like, "Oh, I called Hector. He's gonna come get the car so he can fix
Yeah,
it."
yeah.
yada
And
yada.
then she walks away, and then she grabs a pouch, and she pounds a beer, and then all of a sudden a door opens, and
Yeah,
and then from an angle you see like a mannequin in the fucking house,
just stalking her, just
just just standing there.
thirsty, hella thirsty. uh, so then we get as it starts to get kind of eerie, around the house. We get the jump scare of Lucy, kind of arriving, and
Yeah,
I think she wants to like hang out or whatever she's doing.
yeah. And she sees that her friends all freaked out, so they go look in the closet to see what's going in there.
So
Out
nothing
comes a
there.
fucking Roomba.
Yeah, the Roomba. Yeah, that fucking Roomba, dude. Just that's the second villain in this
Yeah,
movie.
and then and then like it just immediately jumps to a fucking club. It's like boom
Yeah,
club.
that's
It's
a weird edit right there.
like out of nowhere.
I mean, hey man, you gotta let loose,
You know, I guess so. Somehow you got.
Oh man. Oh, so the dude. Okay, so as they're at the club, they're all sitting in a circle, kind of in a circle or like in a row, and Lewis is like such a dick. He's like, so we're like, were you not paying attention? Did you like kill the guy? Like, just like asking him all these inappropriate questions.
Okay, Lewis is the one who was in the pool, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause I forgot his name.
You
That's
know,
not.
you know what's funny? In my head, I was thinking like, and I don't know if this dude's gay or whatever, but he just kind of gave off gay vibes. But
Yeah.
I was like, why are gay guys so sassy? And I was like, I have nothing to back that on, but like, it just kind of like had that feeling to it.
Sassy
Uh,
motherfucker.
yeah. So he was being such a dick, and even their friends were like, dude, shut up, like, quiet.
Yeah, he was being a dickhead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a dick.
Whose birthday party are you there for? Whose birthday party is it?
I don't know. I didn't even
I,
notice.
I know they're there for a birthday party, but
Okay. I didn't see who
like
it was for.
yeah, but this is like the time where like now you get introduced like the whole gang. You got Jonah and you got Drake and you got Lucy and you got Lewis and you got Molly and like here's all the characters.
Yeah.
Now they throw all the characters at you in one big ass club scene.
Yeah, it's probably the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Get them all
Get
together.
all your ducks in a row.
Yeah,
Uh, so at one point, oh, so then as all that's happening, Jonah starts to see the mannequin, Manny starts to see
yeah.
Manny kind of
As
lingering around in different parts.
as Frankie's talking there, he's noticing it.
Yeah, he's popping up here and there behind people and shit, which is funny because like nobody in the club like realizes it. Like,
That's the craziest part.
you
Yeah.
don't see a 6 foot mannequin just like wandering around
I,
like,
I was wondering that too. I was like, everyone's just dancing around this thing.
yeah, it's just so weird. Um, And then, so at some point again, within like a minute or so, like they all dissipate, most of them, except for Molly and Frankie. They stay behind because Frankie's gonna get hit on by somebody, and she doesn't want to be left alone.
Yeah,
So she's like, Frankie, can you like chill for the next like 30 minutes? This guy's gonna come on to me. I don't want to be alone with this dude, whatever. Uh, and Frankie's like, all right, I'll stick around for a minute, but like I want to bounce, I'm gonna go back home.
yeah. Frankie trying
Uh,
to get out of there.
yeah, and then so she's being a good friend, and she's like, all right, cool, whatever. And but then Molly serves her Molly, and
Yeah,
to get the night even cracking even more. So, like, of course, Frankie takes it. She's under a lot of stress. She just killed somebody. Um, so she's like, and plus, all the paranoia of Manny, lingering around. So they take hits. They start to party. They're probably there for like hours. Seems like.
yeah. Just
Uh,
dancing how high,
Dancing. Oh yeah.
and Frankie dances so damn much she ends up getting sick and goes to the bathroom. And next thing you know, the lights go out, and then she's like freaking out a little bit, and she's like trying to come out of the bathroom, and she hears somebody whimpering, and you know, ask Molly, Molly, is that you? And then boom, the lights come on, and fucking everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead. Yeah.
You
Hundreds of
know,
people just laying around the floor, just
that's a
dead.
lot of people, dude. Like I said, like I was counting the kills. It was easy. Fucking okay, like, three guys died in the beginning, like four dudes died, right? Easy.
Yeah.
And then the club scene happened, and I just fucked everything up for me on counting kills.
Let's say it's like around 210 by now.
I counted 14 people in the screenshot.
Oh shit!
I paused it. I paused it. I
You
paused.
just had to make
I paused
sure, right?
yeah, I said let me just see how many people are in the shot. I counted 14 guys.
Yeah, I mean, cool.
I'm 14 guys and like times that by like eight. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, fair enough. Lots of people. So Molly freaks out. She runs off.
Well, before she runs off again, all of a sudden it shows the mannequin at the DJ booth.
Oh yeah.
like it's like it's like dead silence, and she's everyone's dead, and then all of a sudden like a record
You know what would have
skips.
been, you know what would have been sick, dude? If like while that's happening, and every time like the mannequin moves, he's like doing a different robot pose, like just like fucking just that would have been so dope.
But it's like it's hilarious because like all of a sudden the record skips and he's like behind the DJ booth. Did you notice that? Like the record
Yeah,
skips?
yeah, yeah.
That was just fucking hilarious. And then after Molly ends up dipping out and just completely abandons her friend.
She locks her inside the club.
That's fucked up.
Hey man, when you're in distress, man, you don't think about that shit, you know?
Yeah, that's your fucking friend, dude. Like fucking like I'm gonna blame it on the fucking the I'm gonna blame it on the Molly.
Probably. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
fucking
not thinking straight, you know, obviously.
yeah. Well, that's what
Um,
happens. That's what happens when you contradict yourself with drugs. Okay. And then like because of her selfishness, fucking she ends up getting killed anyway.
well, yeah, she knocks the door back open, or she tries to get back in, or something like that. And while she does that, she's all bloody. Frankie opens the door, she's all bloody. Well, this is after like a scene of like the scare of like the mannequin kind of like fucking with her, you know,
No,
like
well, yeah, she's like,
lights are like flickering and stuff like that.
yeah, and
And then
then
that's when the
boom,
door opens, you know.
and then she's like bloody and dead, and
Yeah,
drops, and then across the street's the fucking mannequin.
the Manny is just chilling right there,
He's like,
licking his
crazy,
chops.
crazy.
Uh, so then, so as the everybody's chilling at her house in the at the porch, they're all talking about the night, whatever. They're like, I wonder what like they're saying something about Frankie again, about the about the accident.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lewis he just keeps going on about it. He's like obsessed with it,
Yeah,
and she rolls up, but she's all bloodied and shit, you know. And
yeah,
they're like, oh, we were just talking about you, and all of a sudden they're like, oh fuck, she's like, what happened, you know? And she's all hysterical. Cops get called, and of course, they're not gonna believe her. They're just like, so you say the mannequin did this?
yeah.
So,
Sounds off the wall.
yeah. What's going on next?
No, I skipped. Didn't even write that scene. I just skipped it.
Oh, well,
I know.
so
I know Jonah walks off.
yeah, and then as he's walking off, he keeps seeing the mannequin too. And then there's a guy walking a dog, and the mannequin kills the dude off screen or something. The guy disappears, and the dog comes up to Jonah and is like freaking out, you know, and then he sees like mannequin again, like across the street. He's like, "Hey, dude, I got your dog. Like, come get your dog." But the mannequin's just standing there, like not doing anything.
Yeah,
And then
and
he like moves, and then he like the mannequin disappears again.
yeah, the dog runs off and the fucking
Dogs run off.
dog.
Well, because
Yeah,
the bell goes off at the church tower or whatever,
that's right. Yeah, bell rings,
and then
and then
eh,
Jonah walks off again.
he walks fucking Scooby Doo's out of there.
And then fucking yeah, and then once again, then the mannequins start to tearing all over the fucking place at this point. You know what? And I will say this: that walk off when Jonah walks off and the camera zooms out from him walking off down the alleyway, I thought that fucking zoom out blur shot was fucking off the hook.
See, I missed that. I missed like the. I think I was kind of checked out a little bit when
Mhm.
I was like watching that
No,
scene.
I thought the angle how they did that the shot I thought the shot was really good.
I mean, this movie was filmed pretty decent for being like a. I
And
don't
then
know.
you're going too far. I just said
No, I mean
fucking.
like no. Some of the shots look nice and clean. I'm not saying
This
like the story was great,
I'll
but
say I'll say this one shot looked nice and clean. That's all I'm gonna
all
say.
right.
That's all I wrote.
Your 2 cents on it. Um. So then we get
He isn't-
Frankie back at home.
No, he ends up running. Jonah ends up running down the alley to a guy at a van, and the
Oh,
guy's
I
at
don't
the
know how
van.
I missed that.
Yeah, and then the guy's at the van. There's a random guy at the van. And he's smoking a cigarette, and Jonah's trying to talk to him. Blah blah blah. The guy says nothing to Jonah at all. And then as the guy is getting in his van, there's a guy on the bike riding by, and then when the bike rides by the van, and then with the guy on there, and then and then the bike comes, and then the fucking it shows the bike right by the van, and then it goes behind the van, and you just see a bike right out, and there's like no guy, and then when the van drives off, you just see the mannequin standing right there, and the guy's dead.
Sick. Yeah, I forgot about that scene. I remember seeing it the first time, but when I watched it the second time, I think I just got distracted.
Yeah,
But
it just says a bike fly, like it's like first there's a guy on it, then there's like no guy on it, then the mannequins, he just like
so
dead
are
right
you
there.
telling me the mannequin's a dick?
This mannequin is fucking loose. He's loose as a goose.
He's evil in a different way.
Yeah. So mannequin killed that dude. I thought that was fucking funny too. I
It's just
thought
like
I,
hella random. Yeah.
I thought there was some funny shit. And Frankie and Steve are at the house talking. That's when they're talking about time off.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
just
yeah.
so I don't know. This whole like Steve thing was so unconvincing to me. Like it just didn't it didn't even feel like he really gave a shit though.
Well,
Like
you also got to look at it like besides that too. It's like he had a lot of jealousy in him.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna talk about that later too.
He was full of that.
But I think it's like, and I understand why he's like questioning all this stuff because, like, logically speaking, most people don't believe in the paranormal stuff, right?
Hmm.
So, even I would have, even like me having a lot of like experience with paranormal stuff, there's even a part of me that'd be like, all right, you smoking some shit, like calm down.
Yeah,
So I understand like his hesitancy about like, her kind of like going crazy, and seeing all this shit. But I think overall, like just his attitude is just like he still doesn't give a shit,
yeah,
whether it was like paranormal or not. He just doesn't know how to like grasp how to like comfort her.
yeah. He doesn't want to
So
believe it.
he doesn't want to believe it, and he doesn't even want to like really like support her as much as he should be. And that's the way I feel about it. It kind of it just I don't know, dude. When it just him as a person, I'm just like fuck this guy.
No, no,
That's just what the vibes I get off him.
no. Yeah, oh, yeah. He's a shitty guy. So like Frankie, even Frankie like asked Steve, like I need you to believe me. Then he just looks at her
He
and
just
just
lives at
walks
her.
off.
Yeah.
And then what happened? And then that's when Jonah comes showing up, and he tells Frankie, "I saw a mannequin. It's real. I believe you." And this and that. And they fucking what happened? Jonah looks up a video on YouTube about some mannequin shit.
Yeah,
And
and then at the very end, she's about to say like "Don't look away," but then it doesn't. The sentence doesn't finish.
yeah, and then it shows like it shows like a silhouette of the mannequin in the video.
Yeah, the very like last frame or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I love how like Jonah was like, "What is this like? Is he like compared to like Slender Man or something?"
Oh yeah, yeah. I
I
thought
kind
that
of
was
laughed
cool.
about that. I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of clever."
It was. It was the chupacabra, and
Or
then like
Skinwalker or some shit.
and then now we get to like fucking now we have like Joni and Frankie are now telling the friends about the whole mannequin thing, and the friends are all like, "What the hell are you fucking what the hell are you talking
They just
about?"
don't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like all skeptical and shit. And then
Yeah, I mean, I understand like as a normal person, you're not supposed to. Like
yeah.
logically speaking, like
Well, it sounds
we're not.
ridiculous. It sounds
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It sounds crazy until they see the mannequin standing outside the front of the house.
And then they're
Now
like,
they
"Oh
all,
shit, yeah."
oh, yeah, even at that point, they're like still skeptical. Like this is some sick, twisted joke and
There's
all this
somebody
stuff.
dressed up as a doll and fucking.
Yeah, and then the thing zooms up on them,
They're like that's gone too far. You've gone too far on this.
which which is like, how would that happen? Because they were looking at it,
They were
and it
all in
just
the
like
room too.
and it just flew up on them. So I think this is before they got to the logic of looks
Don't look away.
staring. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then we get the car ride. Well, everybody walks off or gets a ride. So Jonah and Lewis are in a car, but everybody else is walking
So, well,
to.
hold on, wait, I gotta point this out because it pissed me off. Like, like, so, like when they're looking at the mannequin in the house, all the friends are there, and all the friends see it, and this and that. So now it's true. Steve comes walking in, right? Stevie
Oh
comes
yeah,
walking,
yeah,
and then when Frankie's trying to tell him like this is happening, Steve acts like a complete fucking jerk. And
yeah,
what pissed me off the most is that none of her friends stood up for her. They just watched this abuse happen,
yeah, yeah.
and
They're
they
just
just
kind of like
all left
whatever.
the house.
You would think Jonah especially would be the one to be like, hey, dude, like calm the fuck down, you know?
Dude, that just pissed me off because it's just
Yeah.
like, what a shitty bunch of friends, you know. I would
Everybody
hate
sucks in this movie.
Yeah, I would hate to have those friends, dude. Let them all
uh,
die. Fuck it.
fuck it. So again, we have everybody wandering off.
Yeah,
So in the car ride, they're talking more about all the mannequin bullshit.
yeah.
There's
Drake's
nothing really
trying to.
important though, right?
He's not nothing really. Just looking, and Drake's trying to make shit up. He's like, she's trying to implant this in our heads and all this other shit.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wrote,
that's when they're walking, but the
yeah,
car ride is Lewis and Jonah, and they don't really say anything important in the car ride. But as they're
no,
walking, they all have an agreement though that they all see the same mannequin though, like the
yeah,
same version of it.
yeah. 'Cause I just wrote down a fucking friend montage.
Yeah,
That's what
basically.
it was a friend montage.
Yeah. And then but you can see that Drake is becoming more paranoid about it though. He's getting more scared out of everybody in the group.
They're all starting to realize that this is some real shit.
Yeah, but Drake is starting to like get even more spooked than the rest of them because he keeps like getting more scared the more he like looks, further away. He's like, is he there? Is he there? He's kind of tripping out a little bit.
Yeah, that's
The
when
pool scene
we cut to Jonah. You see Jonah on the computer, and he sends an email out for help.
before yeah, he's posting
You
some
don't
weird
know
shit.
who to yet, but you just see him sending an email out asking for help.
Some post to some kind of like network or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, and then from there we cut to Lewis in the pool.
And he's just chilling. He's having a good old time swimming back and forth, you know, leaving the sassiness behind. Then that's when Manny is kind of creeping up on him again,
Yeah,
you
the
know.
fucking. What kills me is like, did you notice when the mannequin's standing in a pool? If you like actually look at the mannequin, he's like moving around.
No, I didn't notice that. Is it because of the
I
waves?
was I was like, is he moving? And then like I rewound it, and he's like moving, like can't hold him still, you know,
Oh,
because
okay. It's just the waves.
of the water.
Yeah, yeah. So
I
not
thought,
moving by choice, just moving because of the motion.
yeah, I thought it was hella funny.
Um,
It's like good job.
yeah. So Lewis sees the legs, freaks out, but then because he has to clear out his eyes,
Yeah,
boom, gone.
he swims wide up to some mannequin dick. That's what happens.
And then, and then gets sucked under. Yeah, right. He gets sucked under, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Um, and that's the end of Lewis.
And it's
He's
dead. You could tell
he's
like this. You could tell like this is like where like they couldn't do anything like because it was a pool. Obviously, this pool wasn't there, so they couldn't put blood in it. You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was just like he just like drowned. I was like,
Just
okay,
drowns. Yeah.
that's it.
Oh, like, Steve's like crazy on the couch, right?
Oh yeah, he's sitting on the couch. Fucking
He's
Steve
all
just
like talking to
fucking.
himself. He's like, yeah, he's losing it.
He
And
ends up being
she's like,
this.
what are you doing? And he's like, I had a nightmare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he says that he had a dream that fucking that she was so obsessed with the mannequin that he left her, and that he became so jealous about the mannequin that he strangled her and butchered her. He's a fucking. I,
Psychopath.
I just wrote down Steve is a fucking huge manipulator. This guy is manipulating the shit out of this girl,
Oh yeah,
to
he's
make her
like, if
feel
you leave me,
evil.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, he's just fucking just manipulates.
You've
Just
heard of O.J. Simpson, right? No.
tries to manipulate the shit out of her, you know. And then he brings up fucking Jonah, and he's just so jealous over Jonah now.
Oh, dude, he's so insanely jealous of Jonah.
Fucking, I just wrote that Steve is crazy. He's jealous. He's just all bad now at this point. Fucking, you know. But like, I have to say, like, it did get to a point where it's like, you know what, dude, I feel for this guy because there's something going on between them.
Yeah, I mean, you see it later too. Like,
I get
there's a
it. I
moment.
get it.
There's a moment.
I feel, I feel for Stevie at some point. It's like I don't blame him. He deserved it. He deserved to get jealous. There's something going on.
Yeah, because there's definitely like a bond between Jonah and
Especially Jonah, because Jonah's trying to kiss her the whole fucking damn time, dude.
oh, he's trying to get close to her, dude.
Yeah,
He's
so
got
fucking.
those pheromones.
So I don't blame Steve at some point during this because Jonah ends up trying to be a homewrecker anyway.
He's our
Like
third villain.
he's that he's that best friend homewrecker. You know, like oh we were best friends in high
There's
school, so
always got to be one, you know.
yeah, we were close in high school, so we're gonna be close now.
So
And then
after
like,
the insanely jealous Steve, we get to we pan out to Drake the next day, pointing a gun at Lucy
Madison,
or Madison. She walks in, he's all shooken up. He points the gun at her like, "Oh shit, my bad." You
yeah,
know,
he's
lets
freaking
up,
out.
gives her the gun. He's like, I'll be back. Where are you going?" He's like, I just got to do something real quick.
Yeah,
Walks off. She stays inside the apartment, whatever it is, building.
yeah. And then after that, right, we get a pan to Isabel walking through the city, and the mannequins behind her
Well,
ass.
she's hanging out with Lucy first. And then they say bye, and
Hmm.
then the mannequin follows Manny follows Isabel everywhere, you know,
Hmm.
teleporting fucking wherever. Catches her in a I don't know what walkway or some shit or not a hallway, like a alley. Is it alley?
Yeah, but that's not till later. Because after that, because it shows a whole bunch of different scenes. It shows Isabel walking around, and then it skips to Frankie sneaking out behind Steve,
Oh yeah,
and then it skips to Jonah getting a response back from his email message. And it says call this number, and I wrote the number down too because I'm gonna call it later. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call a number, dude. And in case you guys want to call it too, it's 555-237-1999. That's the number.
sick.
You know. So he calls the number, and then that's when then it pans off to Madison with the gun, and then the window opens.
Yeah, and she kind of peers over the balcony. Um, but they all get calls too from to meet at some street or whatever.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
all calling each other.
yeah. Trying to meet up. They're all trying to meet up at this point. Or Frankie wants everybody to meet up.
Yeah. Even Jonah calls what's the name? Drake.
Yeah,
He's like, "Hey man, like get here fast or whatever it is." And
yeah,
he's like, "Nah, man, like fuck off. I'm gonna hang out with Madison or whatever."
yeah, yeah.
But as he's entering the building, Madison falls to her death.
Boom. Yeah. He says,
Yeah,
yeah. He's all leave me and Madison out of this, and then she dies.
she dies. Yeah, her brain turns into spaghetti. Um, that was tight. Uh, so then we cut scene to Steve having a pity party at the bar,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
he is at the bar. Yeah,
he's
he's at
drinking,
the
getting
bar.
all
He's
drunk.
like talking to himself the
Yeah,
whole fucking time, dude.
he's like, I'm
Is
gonna.
he,
He's just a
is he,
dick, dude.
I can't tell if he's crazy, if he's just a fucking asshole, or if he's just a drunk. He's just,
It's a little bit of all of it. Well, first of all, it's like he's just being an asshole, but then he starts to getting crazy because of like the dreams and stuff, and then the alcohol on top of it doesn't help either.
there's just so much.
And then the jealousy is like on top of that too.
Dude, Steve is a very complex man. I can tell you this. He's a very complex individual. He has a lot going on inside of himself, man.
Yeah.
He really does. Yeah.
Overall, just an asshole.
And then now that's when we get to Isabel dying.
But I love even before that. He's like, I need to get back to the old ball and chain. I'm
Yeah,
like, you don't have to be with her.
yeah.
Like,
And then he's all bartender. Let me get another one. And there's like nobody there.
he's just all fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. So, he stalks Isabel. Then we got, so Lucy's trying to call Isabel during this whole time
Mm,
as she's being stalked. And so the phone just keeps ringing and ringing and ringing. So then we pan to Lucy hearing the phone call, like, around the corner. she goes to Scooby Doo investigate it, and we got Isabel just standing there. The phones just keep ringing, so she finally, you know, looks at her, and her eyeballs are just completely missing.
Bounced out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gone.
gone,
Dead. There she
dead,
goes. Dead.
fatality.
Yeah. And then we cut back to Steve talking to himself a little bit.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, it goes back to Steve talking to himself. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, actually, that's when the whole pity party starts. Is like when he's like really, really losing it. So the first
Yeah.
scene was just like him at the bar, kind of just like not drunk yet, not completely drunk yet. And then this scene is like this is where he's like really off hinge, and he's like pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
And then we get
Mad
back
at
at the
Drake.
house, right? Frankie and
Drake and everybody, yeah.
yeah,
Because
so
Drake's all pissed off now. Yeah,
yeah,
he's like,
he bursts in the house and he's pointing the gun and like Frankie, it's all your fucking fault.
yeah.
Like just piss at her.
And then eventually Frankie's like, you know what, guys, it is my fault. I made this happen. And then, they're like, don't worry about it, Frankie. It's not.
We still love you. Yeah.
Don't put this all on you. And it's like, fuck it. And then fucking here comes Steve. Fuck you. Steve comes in. He's all fucking drunk.
He's all drunk, yeah.
He's all fucking, he's all being a complete fucking weirdo. He's all laughing and fucking just being an asshole. He's being an asshole. He's fucking all happy and shit. And then he cracks open. He gets another bottle and cracks it open.
Yeah.
This is a weird combination of all emotions going on in this whole fucking thing. It's a lot.
So
And then he says some shit to her. He said, which I don't understand what he meant, but he says, just like your mother.
he's yeah, I forgot what he's just being a dick and he said something about her mom.
That
Uh,
meant that had to mean something. I feel
oh, you
like
know why? Because she was like, you need some help. And he's like, oh, you want to talk about me getting help? Why don't you get some help? Um, like to go see somebody just like your mother. Like because I guess apparently she had some mental health shit going on too.
I feel like they put that in there, but they forgot to put it in like the
More
backstory.
context. Yeah,
Yeah,
there should have been more context to it. Yeah.
I feel like it's like they wrote that in there, but then they forgot to fucking act that scene
Well,
out.
it's one of those things where like if you're in an argument with anybody, um, whether it's guy or girl, you could always say that to somebody to piss them off because
Yeah, but the way it's set, the way they focused on it, like I felt like they left something out by accident. Again, why are her friends just letting this happen to
they're
her?
just yeah, they
You know,
just they're afraid. Apparently, they're afraid of Steve.
like again, dude, it's like why? These are such horrible friends. And then fucking
They all start to see the mannequin again. Um,
Steve, yeah, Steve goes. Steve, that's when Steve like doesn't Steve go outside to go fucking look at the mannequin?
yeah, he's like taunting it,
He's like he
and
knocks
then
on his head.
yeah, and then he turns around and gets pretending to get like assaulted by the mannequin,
Dude, I
and they're
thought
all
this
just like "fuck you off," like "fuck you, dude."
when he knocked on the mannequin's forehead, I why the show was hella funny. It was like a hollow knock.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to get fucking dead right there.
I know, dude. I was waiting too. I said, "Oh, he's gonna die. He's gonna die right here," but he did it.
Um, so he's mocking it, all that, uh, and they all can't stop looking at it, and then they figure out that's when they figure out that they're not supposed to look away, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then they at one point they even wonder like why the mannequin hasn't moved, even though some of them have been looking away, but Lucy's inside the house staring outside, so she's actually watching the mannequin the whole time as they're arguing and whatever.
Yeah, and that's when they figure out that if they're looking at it, he can't move.
Right. And then we get to the next scene of well,
Frankie goes in to talk to Steve, and then it shows Drake looking at the mannequin, and then it goes back to Jonah and Frankie.
well they have
Uh,
they have Drake on watch duty basically.
yeah, yeah, because they're working in shifts now.
Yeah, so
And
he's
then,
first on the shift.
and then it goes back to like Joni and Frankie outside on the porch flirting, and then Steve fucking looks out the window and sees them. This
Yeah.
is this is exactly why I started feel for Steve now,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like, dude, fucking she
So
is
he's
trying to
right.
fuck her out
Yeah.
on me, yeah,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
yeah. She definitely has feelings for him, but she's not acting on it as much as
But
Jonah
she
is with
does
her.
because
Yeah.
she brings it up. She says, "Why didn't you ask me back then?" or
Yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
So
know.
there's something there.
Then he goes in for a kiss, and fucking she's like, "Stop."
Yeah,
But then,
she
but
yeah.
but then it shows like Steve. He's looking at Lucy on the couch, and he
Yeah,
takes off her blanket,
I wrote he creeping up on her.
and then he takes off her blanket, and then that's it. Right? That's all he does.
Yeah, he just stares at her. Yeah.
It's like, what? Why? What was that? What was that for?
I don't know. It's just I
It
don't know.
didn't make.
That was such a I remember like watching that and being like, what? That doesn't make sense, but okay.
Yeah, it made no fucking sense.
Drake's getting woozy from just sitting there for too long. That's when we get the almost kiss scene is when he like tries to lean in on her.
Yeah, I told Josh and Frankie are bad. I said now I don't blame Steve. That's what I wrote.
And then Frankie goes in to give Steve like coffee or something like that.
Yeah,
And then she sees on the computer that he just wrote mannequin like hundreds of times
yeah,
over and
that
over and
was
over again.
that what was he writing, like a term paper or some shit?
He was supposed to, yeah, it's supposed to be a term
A
paper, but he's
thesis.
just
He
writing
was writing a
thesis, yeah.
thesis, and
And
then
then
the
it just
thesis,
says mannequin the whole time.
yeah, like this, it looked like The Shining, straight the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it was. It was from The Shining.
And then,
And then fucking, and then Steve, and then like Steve lights the fucking mannequin on
well,
fire, dude.
because Drake's falling asleep, and then Steve just rolls up on him and just lights him on fire.
He burns that shit up. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah. Um,
He fucking don't give a. He don't
he's
give
like
a
the
shit.
only, well, I mean, if you think about it, that was like the smartest thing that anyone's done so far.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder.
Uh,
I wonder what have happened if it actually did burn that much. Like, doesn't lightning strike the shit?
yeah. So what happens is like they're trying to stare at it for as long because again, um, they don't know what's gonna happen. You know, they're just like, well, let's keep staring at it. We don't want it to disappear because if it
Yeah. Then
disappears,
like
it'll probably just regenerate. You know.
yeah. Then like the sky is all acting weird and stuff. Things are what
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. Clearly, there's some like supernatural shit going on in the
Yeah.
background,
Exactly.
and then lightning strikes it, and then it disappears.
That thing
Yeah,
was fucking. That was crazy.
and then Steve's
Steve
like,
goes.
"See, I took care of it." Well, yeah.
He go. Yeah, he just goes. He casually goes back inside the house. Steve's a savage, dude.
Yeah.
He turns out to be a savage.
And then within seconds,
He says, when he tells the Frankie, he says, "Hey Frankie," he's like, "By the way, thanks for the inspiration." He's like, and he goes into the house.
and then pretty much instantly he gets his head ripped off.
Yeah, because yeah, gets fucking that shit cut right off, and then all of a sudden it shows the mannequin standing in front of the house holding a head.
Blood all over it too.
I'm like, how's he holding that? Yeah,
I know, right? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Freddy versus Jason at the end of the movie where all of his fingers are chopped off,
yeah,
or like three of his. So like he's like holding his hand with his palm or the head of the palm, and
yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, but
That's how I was like,
whatever.
that's like, how's he holding that head?
That's movie magic, baby.
Oh man, oh my god.
And then it's so funny. So like the power goes out, and Jonah is like freaking out. They're all freaking out.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're like, we know its weakness. We could defeat it. We know what
Yeah,
to do.
and I love how like Jonah's like we should split up, and then Drake's like what is this Scooby Doo?
Yeah, yeah, that was funny. That
I
was
was like
funny.
that was a great line. I love that line.
And then
Um,
like, and then they all
and then
pull their
actually then the lights
fucking,
go out. Yeah,
yeah. Then they all pull their phones out with the flashlights, and then it's all funny because like all of a sudden like all their phones are dying, and and then like this is what cracked me up too because like when like their flashlight phones are going like in and out, and I was like, flashlight phones don't do that. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. I know, right?
that's like a fucking real flashlight. They don't do that.
So the do split up.
Drake,
And
Jonah and Drake split
yeah,
up. They go to the
yeah. So
basement.
they go to the basement to look for the fuse box. They find it barely in time because like the mannequins like
He's
just
bouncing
stalking
around.
them. Yeah. So they fix it.
He's bouncing around the whole fucking house at this point.
Yeah, and they flip the switch. Power goes back on. Drake's our next victim. That happens like right
Oh
after the
yeah. As soon as the power goes back on, they start. Lucy and Frankie go down in the basement to meet Jonah and Drake, and they start walking off. And Drake slows down to get a bat for some fucking reason, and then he's like, "What are you doing?" He's all, "I'm gearing up," and boom, the mannequin's behind his ass, slams the door closed, and does
rips him
some
apart.
yeah, it
Doesn't
does.
show what he does, but
This kill scene for me was just so fucking cheap, dude. It was just like
yeah,
it was just a glass door with bright lights. It reminded me of something you see like Great America's Haunted House.
yeah, like it just doesn't have any like scare factor to it.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't. It did not at all. And then the doorbell rings. Ding dong.
We got Victor. So Victor Malik shows up, gives a little bit of backstory about his family, how he dealt with the mannequin the first time.
Yeah. Blind. He's blind as a
He's
bat too,
blind.
by the
Yeah,
way.
he's super blind. He looks like a zombie,
His fucking
like
eyes are
like
so white.
a witch or something. Yeah, it's crazy looking. Clearly, it's like super contacts.
Yeah.
And those things suck, dude. Like I had the blackout ones before, and dude, like I don't know how like you have to be sitting still. I told you the story already, but like you have to be like in one spot because you can't do anything with those things on.
hmm
You're just
I had.
completely
I used to have cat eyes, the contacts,
yeah.
and they were fine. It was just fucking my eyes kept drying out. That was the fucking
Okay,
problem.
dude. No, dude, mine were like it was like what it was like the darkest sunglasses you could ever wear. It was just insane. I'm like, am I fucking blind now, dude? Like this is crazy.
Was it like the same thing as like the cat? Like in the cat eyes, like you can only see out of the pupil. Like you can't see anything else. If it moves, you're fucked.
No, dude, everything was just dark.
Uh,
Like you can still see some light, but the light hurts you too, though. Because like if I went to go do a car run outside, and
yeah,
I was like, dude, this shit hurt, dude. I was like, ow, like I had to go back in.
like with the cat eye contacts, you just see like it's like you only see like tunnel vision. Like
Yeah,
with
it's like the
them.
pupils, right? Just the
Yeah,
pupil
that's all
itself.
it
Yeah,
is.
it's cool looking if you're standing still.
Yeah,
You
just
can't function with it.
you pay your price if you want to look that cool. I tell you that
Yeah, dude.
you're
Oh
gonna be
man.
uncomfortable.
So as Victor's alone, so Lucy ends up alone with Victor
Yeah,
because Frankie takes off first, and then Jonah goes to get like coffee or something like that for Victor. Again, so they take off, and then Lucy's small talk with
yeah. She asked him questions about his
the
daughter.
daughter and
You
shit.
know,
Yeah,
because apparently Victor has like 30 years of history with this Mannequin. He said it's
she's
a
been
long
trying to figure
time
out. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out the whole time how to get rid of it.
for 30 fucking years.
Yeah. So then we get Jonah seeing the mannequin again. He's like, "All right, stay here. I'm gonna go get Victor, so we can end this thing now." So as he runs back, Lucy is just he's like tearing into Lucy. He's like
He's
ripping her
fucking
out.
around.
I wrote racist question mark.
Yeah, fucking cuts her head off, dude.
Yeah, it just rips
Well,
her
it's
apart.
weird because like it shows her, he cut it shows him cut her head off, and it flies off, and then the next scene like the head's back on.
Well, he's like ripping out a bunch of shit from like everything. Yeah,
Yeah, but like it literally shows him cut her head off. Her hair fucking flies off her neck, and then the next scene is back on her fucking head. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I thought he cut her head off.
whoops.
This is a lot, yeah, this is a lot of shit going on.
And then he attacks Jonah. Um, so Frankie's staring straight, as all this is going down. She can't really hear or see. She can hear some stuff, but she can't make out what it is.
Mhm.
So he's going. Then he starts to go after her. She sees it at the last second. She moves away, and then the mannequin escapes because no one's
Yeah,
looking at it.
she should stop looking at it.
So the mannequin's like bouncing everywhere as all this is going out. Frankie saves the day. I'm kind of fast forwarding a little bit.
Yeah.
Frankie saves the day, kills
Well,
Victor.
Jonah comes back.
No, not Frankie. Sorry, yeah, Jonah comes back, kills Victor.
He's
They run out
fucking
of the house, but he collapses outside, dies.
the fucking like the sounds of the bat when he's hitting him were just those are fucking fun. That was funny too. Those like little squishes. The sound effects killed me. On the baseball bat sound effects are hella funny. I'm sorry. I was laughing at it. It was all. It was just like the way it sounded was fucking so. It was weird.
Yeah, it's very specific sounds.
It was just like how like I don't know like where'd you find these sounds from? Where'd you get these sound effects?
Well, that's hard because you have to think about like bone crushing, but also like softness at the same time. Because
You
it's
just
like you're
you could just get a bat and hit it against pillow, and you'll have a better chance of making a good sound effect. They were like hitting like slime or something. I don't know what the fuck they were hitting.
Or maybe like melons or something. Yeah.
It was just weird. It was weird. What happened? Fucking they ran
She's
out and
hunting. Yeah, and he dies
he
because he's like
bleeds
bleeding
out.
out. Yeah. So she balls up and she's starting to try to hunt down Manny.
Yeah.
As she's like searching through the house, we get another Roomba scare. She opens like the cabinet or some shit, and the Roomba's like fucking bap right there in her feet. See, he's one of the villains, man. I'm telling you, little fucker. But she gets smart. She smartens up and she figures out that the mannequin gets stuck in the mirror.
How does that happen? Does the mannequin just fuck up? Does he just fuck up himself?
Well, she stares at him directly, but then like the mirror is like behind her, and then even when she's looking away, the reflection um of the mannequin still like stuck in the mirror. So like,
I I thought she was looking for the mannequin, and it just walks into the room, and the mannequin's stuck looking in the mirror. Like
oh,
the
maybe
mannequin,
maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's like, yeah, maybe because
because
she stares at it first, and then she even when she turns, the mannequin's still in the like staring
yeah,
at you know.
exactly. But see, that's what I got of it. Like okay, so what I saw is like she's walking into the room and she's staring at the mannequin, right? And
Yeah.
the mannequin's right there. But then she realizes that the mannequin is staring at himself in the mirror. So like I think like I was like, did the mannequin just fuck himself up?
I
Did
think
he
on
try?
accident. Yeah.
Yeah, like you see that's stupid.
Apparently.
like he actually the Vatican fucking froze himself. He's like I'm gonna scare you, and he fucking scared the mirror instead.
Um.
I thought that was funny. I was like, I
Yeah.
wrote down. I said the mannequin fucked himself up.
The mannequin's stupid.
Yeah, fucking dumbass.
So
Who would have thought? Right? Who would have thought he would have stopped himself?
so we get the next scene of like her having a daydream about Jonah.
Yeah,
They
talking to the
they
ghost now.
yeah, they talk and she's like, "Well, I postponed my Stanford for a year because I got shit to do, you know."
Yeah, she traumatized you. She's done.
Yeah,
Her life is over.
she's loco.
Her life is
Um
her life's over at this point.
and then
She
he's like,
says,
"So
"What?
what happened to them? What happened to the mannequin?" And she's like,
Yeah,
"I took care of it.
yeah.
She's something
Mannequin,
else."
mannequin plus mirror equals quake. equals
Yeah. So you know what I would have done, like instead of shipping him out, I would have just like I would have
buried
just
him
made a no, I would have just made a room full of mirrors.
and then put him where?
Put him right in the middle of it.
In your house?
Anywhere, like I don't know, fucking
Where you
anywhere.
gonna put him in your house?
Hell yeah. I don't know, in the bathroom or some shit. I don't
You
know.
put him in the closet with the mirror,
Yeah,
just looking in the mirror,
just a closet of mirrors.
like in the dark closet.
Fucking no, leave the light on. I don't know.
Uh, I would have just fucking like I would have took that fucking mannequin. I would have buried that motherfucker. I would have fucking I would have saran wrapped his ass facing the mirror
Yeah.
and just to make sure that he ain't gonna get the fuck off that mirror, right? And then fucking buried his ass in the backyard with that
Yeah.
fucking
I mean the
mirror.
mirror is the key, so no matter how you did it, it just as long
Yeah.
as you get rid of it.
Saran wrap him to that mirror, facing it, he's good to go.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
You know, like
For like probably hundreds of years at least.
if they if they packed him right in that crate, they would have saran wrapped him first and then put him in that crate, and then when that crate fell off the dock, he would have still been connected to that motherfucking mirror.
I wonder if well, now I'm assuming they're not going to make a sequel,
They better
but
not because they better not. Yeah,
so but I was just thinking like, is he going to come after her again? You know, um,
I can't watch another one of these. So
yeah.
fucking they
So as
better
we
not be.
know, the fucking delivery drivers dropped the package and
They
the
just
crate
fucking
falls
like
open.
they just like drop it on purpose. They just like push it
They
right
didn't give
off.
a shit. They're like, "This is the third one this month." Yeah,
They fucking they like I feel like I feel they intentionally just pushed it off the loading dock. That's what it looked like. They look like just they did it on
probably
purpose.
they don't give a shit. This is Jersey we're talking about. No.
It is broke. You see all the glasses bro and fucking all the glasses gone and oh shit, it's
So
broken.
here's my take on this movie. I think I think this movie had a good concept behind it. I think this movie should have been made in like the 80s, 70s, 80s.
Hmm.
I think it would have had more like original feel to it. I think it's just too outdated for, obviously our time. This movie should have been made decades ago.
Yeah,
80s, 90s tops, no longer, later than that.
yeah.
Um, it was made too late. If anything, they should have filmed it like old school style, like,
Like
Super
the
8
way,
or whatever.
like the way the intro credits came in. That's how they should have
Yeah.
done it.
Or like the barn and all, grainy and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It should have had a more feel to that. It should have been an old school feel to it.
Well, it came in with that fucking grainy intro film, like that Robert Romero fucking title fucking
Yeah, they
scene.
should have kept that. They should have just kept that
And then
ride.
it just right away. It went right immediately. It was gone.
Yeah, that's my biggest critique on. I mean, okay, let's face it, it just wasn't a very good film.
Yeah. This movie, it had a lot of kills in it. It had a
Yeah,
lot of kills,
yeah.
but the kills fucking suck. Simple as that. They all suck. Fucking Steve got his head cut off, and he walked down the porch.
He walked like 10 feet.
He
Like
walked, he walked out of the house, across the porch, and down the fucking stairs, dude. I was like, what the hell's going on? Like
he's such a dick. He has to walk that far, even after
it
death.
just became like a comedy all of a sudden, you know.
Yeah,
But the kills sucked. The acting just wasn't there, and it was just I feel like they just tried so hard with making a mannequin scary by doing all the movements and the movements and the movements and the movements that it just like they did too much for it, you know?
you know what they should have done instead? They should have kind of gone with like the Final Destination thing instead, where like the mannequin doesn't kill them himself. He just makes things like he like influences the surrounding parts, in the room or whatever. So
Yeah,
like a fucking a mirror would have like or a chandelier would have fell and killed somebody instead.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, like
I think
spiritual.
that should have been more of a spiritual. Yeah, that should have been more of a spiritual instead of like the door closes and all of a sudden they get ripped apart.
I think even if they had less teleporting and just focused on more like simple jump scares, they
Yeah,
would have had a better
it
shot.
just got too exaggerated.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the club was a lot, dude.
Yeah, they should have skipped that part. Like they
How do
should
you
have
kill?
just.
How do you kill those people?
I know, right? He just kept teleporting and ripping people's heads off and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was
Everybody got
what's he,
Steved.
what's he doing, dude? What is he actually doing? What is he doing?
Everybody
Like,
got Steved, dude. That's what they got.
what is he doing? You know,
While he's doing the robot too, is like.
I would kill I would kill for like a behind the scenes fucking clip of like him actually committing a kill. And then like so I can see what he's doing. He's all stiff armed and shit.
Right.
Because his arms don't bend.
He just like he just turns his arm like this and he fucking just go
Yeah,
or some
he's like in three parts, dude. Like it's just
That's
like
why I'm saying like the supernatural thing would have made more sense.
yeah, like yeah. Like in the beginning, like when they're in the truck and the doors close, like fucking like that kind of shit, you know. But they just started getting fucking like wild,
Yeah.
you know. But even in the beginning, like I was expecting the truck doors to open up, and those gonna be just blood and guts everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And then
They just fell over.
yeah, exactly. Two guys fell over. That's all it was.
Oh man. I don't know. This
I know exactly what to say.
what are you gonna rate this movie?
A 1.5
Yeah,
easily.
I hate doing that to movies because I know like people worked hard on this, on these
Yeah,
films.
but it's simple as that. You know,
Yeah. Like
it
if
wasn't great.
I feel like if you have a budget, you should really like fix things. But man,
1.5. If I paid $17-$20 to watch the movie in the theaters,
oh,
dude,
I'd be
I
pissed.
would have
Yeah.
been pissed. Oh,
Yeah.
bad.
True. Yeah, dude. This is a very low rating. This is 1.5 too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it deserves it.
yeah, man. This is bad.
Hey, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
You live and you learn, right?
Well, that's it for this one, guys. This is
Yeah.
a sad, sad day for the mannequin.
Thank you, Michael Bafaro, and thank you, Michael Milton. For your best efforts on making this
Yeah,
movie.
I'm sure on paper it looked good.
Yeah, I probably did.
Hey man, we all can't write winners, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Anywho, uh, you can follow me on the IG at Kelly_DTO or the channel at Boo. Oh no, beyond the underscore ether. You?
You can follow me on Instagram if you like at Bay Area Creep. And what's our email?
Boo Crew 2025 at Gmail.
That's right. Check us out.
I'm always checking this shit daily, so I mean, I get notifications. So please just send us anything. Just send us any like suggestions. We want interactions, you know? That's what we definitely like interactions. I like interactions.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
talking to people.
Being active is good.
We got more guests lined up, so that's fun too.
The more insight, the better. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Anyway, we're having fun with all this stuff, so or especially me. So
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
we will see you guys when we see you.
That's right.
Peace out.
Peace.